This week on Chuckload of Comics, it's Thor Ragnarok.
Yes.
We're about to get handle deep in this awesome movie. So stick around, this is Chuckload of Comics, it's Thor's Day. Happy Thor's Day! I'm Chuck Lindsay. Welcome to Chuckload of Comics.
Woohoo! I'm Shauna Lindsay.
All right, so we're doing a movie review this week, and what a movie! What a fantastic movie! We're going to review Thor Ragnarok, and if you're wondering why I'm holding a hammer, it's because I don't have a proper Marvel-approved Mjolnir. All I have is this Craftsman. I think it's like a
Sears-approved hammer.
Ball-peen hammer. So it's what I got. You know, you work with what you got.
That's right.
So joining us here today, we're gonna do a movie review. Let's get right into our special guest. Joining us from the ever insanely popular YouTube show Screen Stars, our good friend Mr. Aaron Wilson. Aaron, thanks for being here with us.
Heck yeah, man.
It's a pleasure, Chuck. Absolute pleasure to be here.
So let's get right into Thor Ragnarok. Aaron, your overall thoughts of this movie?
I have to say, I think this year Marvel have delivered three absolutely outstanding movies. Obviously the first being Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which I absolutely loved. Spider-Man Homecoming, again, knocked it out of the park. Fantastic movie. And I think they've surprised us all here with Thor Ragnarok. When you consider the first two Thor movies, which I didn't dislike, but I think you could say quite safely that they're not the strongest in the Marvel universe. But I think Thor Ragnarok was probably the jewel in the crown this year of the Marvel movies, and who would have expected that? I absolutely loved the movie.
Yeah, you know, I
thought it was such a lot of fun.
I completely agree, because I mean, this is going to go down as one of the better years for Marvel, I think.
I think so too.
It started, I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Niagara Falls, man. Bring a tissue when you go see Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Amazing.
Fantastic film, and they followed that up with Spider-Man, which just crushed. It blew away all expectations, both as a viewer and also at the box office.
And it also started to bring that campiness back.
Yeah.
Which we had in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. Which everybody surprisingly loved, so then you come back with Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah, and then Thor comes out, blasts everybody in the face. It was just such a great movie.
It was just fantastic. I think if we look back at the last few years of Marvel movies, I think this is arguably their strongest year. They've never really done a terrible movie. I mean, you know, some do consider some to be quite weak, like The Incredible Hulk and Iron Man 2, things like that. But
Thor Dark World.
This year, absolutely blown us away with these movies, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and I mean, you got to give credit to the director, Mr. TAIKA Waititi, who directed Thor Ragnarok. Give it up to Marvel. Something that Marvel's doing that's making them so successful, I think, is they're trusting these new directors.
Yeah.
Every movie has got a fresh new director, and so every movie has got a fresh, different feel. It's like they're all playing in the same sandbox. Iron Man, the Avengers,
Spider-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy.
All different directors, all with the same characters, but all movies with completely different feels. It's what keeps it fresh. It's what keeps it, you know, new and helps to invite new viewers. And that's that's a big credit to Marvel. Trying to
yeah, I think you're right. I think what they're doing is they're giving these new directors a real shot. But I think what they do is that they'll probably sit them down at the beginning and say, right, look, these are the rules. This is what you need to tie into this, and this is where you need to make this work here and there, and you can't do this, that, and the other. However, I think they do give them a lot of creative freedom, and I think it's very clear in Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
That I think they probably would have struggled to get Chris Hemsworth back, because I think he was getting a bit fed up with the character, and I think he wanted a bit of creative freedom too with this character's movie. And they nailed it. They really, really did.
He was, man.
Oh, I know.
God, huge nod to Chris Hemsworth, man.
I
The guy, who knew? Like, if you'd have told me 10 years ago that the movie I was most looking forward to is Thor 3, I would have said, what? Thor? Like in the same year as Spider-Man and Guardians, and I mean, Thor's the movie to watch, and it's all because of Chris Hemsworth. Who knew he was such a comedic actor?
I know.
I mean, and to see his evolution from the first Thor to the second Thor to now this Thor, which is just an absolute delight. 2 hours and 10 minutes of ear-to-ear smiles, this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so entertaining to watch, but I think my understanding is from watching stuff since I've watched the movie is, and I don't know how true this is, but the director and the cast are saying that the director gave them like so much creative freedom, and 80% of it was improvised.
Oh, wow.
The things they were filming. I mean, now that's incredible for most actors. But you can see it on screen. You can see the chemistry between them all, and I don't think any character was weak on the screen here at all. I think they all got their moment to shine, and they were all in their own way hilarious.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Loki, Tom Hiddleston, great as always. Cate Blanchett,
Also,
bringing
nailed
her
it.
A game, man. What a kind of a brave role for her, because she plays this role to the extreme. It's like,
Yeah.
here, let's give you this insanely just over the top character, this goddess of death with this huge horns and antlers, and say, okay, now play to the camera, play it huge. And she did, because I mean, you can tell the actors were having so much fun.
Yeah, that's what's great about it, I think, too.
With this movie more than any, you watch it and you can just tell they're all having fun.
Yep.
I mean, an actress like Cate Blanchett, just such a classic actress, to play this just over the top, fun role, and she nailed it.
Well, even Anthony Hopkins, too. I mean, he even got that little opportunity when he was playing Loki being Odin.
Right.
He was all laughing and, just non-Anthony Hopkins.
That was one of my favourite parts, really, when Thor first got back to Asgard.
Yeah.
And you got Loki pretending to be Odin, and he's watching that play. And I don't know if you want to do spoilers, but I absolutely love them cameos when the people in the play.
Let's do spoilers.
Hilarious. I love them.
Let's do spoilers.
See Anthony Hopkins just relax and let himself go, playing Loki, playing Odin, was so much fun to see. I love that bit. And the fact that Thor saw through him straight away.
Yeah. And spoiler time. Matt Damon. Come on. That was hilarious. That was absolutely hysterical.
Yeah.
Matt Damon playing Loki was one of the funniest parts in my... Like, some people might not like that part, but I thought that was absolutely hysterical. It kind of set the tone for, okay, this is what this movie's going to be.
Yeah.
It's going to be a non-stop, it's not going to take itself too seriously, but it's going to be so much fun.
And then the youngest Hemsworth playing Thor.
Yeah.
I didn't know there were three Hemsworths.
Sam Neill playing Odin.
Yeah.
Sam Neill.
Sam Neill.
It's like they pulled out all the great actors in this movie, and they just let them have fun with it. Like you said, 80% kind of improvised. Was awesome.
I mean, I don't know how true that is. I really don't know how true that is, but I've seen interviews with him and they're saying things like that. So I think the director, because he's known for comedy anyway, the director, and he voiced the rock character, the Kurg, didn't he, the director, I believe.
Yes.
And I think that rock character, Kurg, had some of the best one-liners in the movie. I was in stitches watching him.
Yes, Korg was his
Absolutely.
name. He was hilarious. I think he's actually a character in the Planet Hulk comic. Or if he's not, he's based on a character from the Planet Hulk comic. And he was hilarious. You see this giant rock monster, and then just hear his voice come out. Oh, hey, how you doing? How you doing? It was just, it was perfect. It was comedy gold. And that was actually played by Taika Waititi. Doing the voice.
Yeah.
For him to put himself into the film was just great. And he crushed it.
Yeah.
So, just amazing characters. We could talk about this movie for hours. Let's get into some of our favorite scenes. Aaron, what scene
I think
stood out?
there's so many. I mean, it started really strongly. I really like the beginning, where Thor's in the jail, and then he dangles down, and he's slowly turning, and he's telling the big bad guy to, hang on a minute.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was such a strong opening for me, and I just that made me laugh so much.
And that
To be honest, it's so hard to pick favourite scenes because there are so many in this movie. Like I said, that the cameo scene in Asgard, I think, was a real treat. The scrap planet. I mean, I really like that scene. You know, when he first gets to the planet that Jeff Goldblum's running,
Sakaar,
and he's in that chair, being held prisoner, and he's going through that tunnel, and you hear the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory music going on in the background. I thought that was amazing.
You know, I just saw it not 24 hours ago, and there's scenes I'm already forgetting because it was nonstop, just hilarious scene after the other. You talked about the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory scene. I completely forgot about that.
And that was great. Hysterical.
And when he's when he's talking to Surtur, and he's dangling from the chain and just spinning around. He's like, hold on, I'm gonna be back around in a minute.
I'm not doing this.
And Surtur's just sitting there like, you know, he pauses, like he waits for him to come back around to finish his epic thought about taking down Asgard. It was fucking hilarious. One of my favorite scenes, obviously, the Doctor Strange scene.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
When it's right after, and a lot of spoilers here, right after Odin dies, and it's this big emotional scene. Odin, they're standing on the Norway cliffs there and looking out, and Odin dies, and everybody's all sad. And then you see... Odin didn't die yet?
No, they went to find him
shit.
first.
Sorry, I'm fucking up. I'm screwing up.
It was Doctor Strange that sent them there, wasn't it?
Right, to find him, and then he dies with them.
Which tied in directly to the end of Doctor Strange.
Yes.
I'm just throwing people off. I'm throwing off a little misdirect for everybody that hadn't seen the movie yet.
Mm-hmm.
But it was great. It was great having Doctor Strange in the movie. I mean, to be honest, I was hoping for him to be in it a little bit more. There was part of me hoping that he was going to go with them to Jeff Goldblum's planet, but
that would have been cool.
Wasn't to be, I suppose.
Yeah,
but I'm sure we'll get more of him in Infinity War.
Okay, but to see him in the Sanctum Sanctorum, when he picks up that card and it says 177A Bleecker Street,
we're like, yes!
Shauna lost his shit.
I did.
It blew Shauna's mind. Like, yes, Doctor Strange! And then you go into the Sanctum Sanctorum and you see the window and you see Doctor Strange fucking levitate down and come towards him, and
not intimidated whatsoever by
he
Thor.
was just so cool, so calm and collected, talking to Thor. He wasn't nervous. He wasn't intimidated by the God of Thunder standing in the middle of his house. He was just like, okay, what do you need to do? What do I need to do to get you off the planet?
Yeah.
Oh God,
he just wanted rid of him.
He just wanted Loki
and more
gone.
Specifically, Loki.
Right.
Yeah.
He wanted rid of Loki, really, didn't he?
Yeah, you want to know where your father is? Fine, he's here. Go. Take your brother and get the hell off my planet. It was phenomenal. That's one of my favorite scenes. Go ahead.
I think really, the scene that I think everybody is going to be absolutely blown away with, and I think it can be no surprise, it's Hulk versus Thor.
Yeah.
The Colosseum scene.
Oh man.
So good. So full of amazingly hilarious little parts. I mean, and it was longer than I thought it was going to be, which is great because I wanted more of that. But yeah, God, that scene was insane. It's just, even though you already saw in the trailer, which
just a little.
I wish they would have saved a little bit of that from the trailer because that would have just been amazing if Hulk busted out and nobody knew.
But I think you said it earlier. That scene kind of made the trailer, though. It set the tone for the movie. So I don't know. I go back and forth if they should have or shouldn't have showed that.
Your favorite parts of the Colosseum scene?
I think the best thing for me in that scene as well was the look on Loki's face when Hulk turned up.
Yeah.
It was absolutely brilliant. Yeah. He was terrified.
Yeah. Hulk comes out of the tunnel and Loki's like, oh shit, this guy hates me. Me and this guy have a past. And then when he grabs Thor and he just slams him down and Loki's like, yeah, that's what it feels like.
And great. It was just absolutely fantastic. It really, really was. I mean, every single scene with Jeff Goldblum was a joy to behold. He knows now that people just want the Jeff Goldblum character, and he delivers every single time now, and it's fantastic.
It was Goldblum being Goldblum. He wasn't trying to be a different character. He was just himself. Yeah. And he just played Goldblum for the whole movie. And I'm so glad they gave us a lot of him because he was hysterical. Yeah. When they're sitting in there and he's like at the DJ table and he's talking about Asgard and This guy's from the ass planet, whatever. just kind of hanging out, enjoying life. Being Jeff Goldblum as the Grand Master was hysterical. And when the guy, we was talking to the one guy about interrupting him, he's having a conversation, somebody interrupts, he's like, don't interrupt. And his henchwoman gives him the
death stick, the melting stick.
He's like, whoa, I'm not going to kill the guy. All he did was interrupt me. I'm not. It's not a capital offense.
Yeah.
It was just
awesome. His main guard, that woman, just wanted everybody dead, didn't she? And he's just like, whoa, hang on, you know, just hang on a minute. It was fantastic. I think I would love to see more of Jeff Goldblum in future films. That would be amazing.
I'm hoping they put him and bring him and the Collector together, because I mean they're brothers.
Apparently, that's what we've heard. I didn't realize that.
They need to pair together in some film. Maybe they do a whole Contest of Champions film on Sakaar.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that could be a movie in and of itself. Who knows what's coming up in, you know, the fourth, what do you call it? Shit.
Well, to play on that though, I mean, we know that Marvel's gonna try to tell Hulk's story in the three movies, so we have no idea what we're gonna get from that, which could be really cool. We might see more of Sakaar or Planet Hulk or whatever.
They might do the whole Planet Hulk saga in a film, which would kill. Let's talk about the Hulk for just a second.
I think it would just be amazing. I think this was their version of Planet Hulk, wasn't it? I don't know if we'll ever actually get another standalone Hulk film, which is a shame.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you will either, but I don't think you really need it, because I mean, God, Hulk he can steal the show when he's in someone else's movie.
Yeah.
God, so let's talk about the Hulk for just a second. A little bit jarring when he first started talking, for me at least. It was a tad jarring at first. I was like, "Whoa, the Hulk's talking. This is different." I mean, I knew it was coming, but by the end of the movie, you just ask yourself, "Well, how did I ever not have a talking Hulk?" It's perfect. The way he talks, it just sounds like you would hear him talk in the comic books and in the cartoons and stuff. It's like it just seems so natural.
And I don't know if it was. Was it Mark Ruffalo that voiced the Hulk? Because I know in Avengers, you know, when he says "puny god," that was actually Lou Ferrigno who said that.
Yeah, it was. But it was Mark Ruffalo, from what I understand, in this movie.
Yeah, we just found that out this morning. Yeah, we checked on that. So that's awesome. But
he was great.
Yeah, fantastic. I know what you mean. It did feel a bit odd at first, him talking, but you soon get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
You do, and he wound up delivering some of the best lines in the movie. You know, he's sitting there just throwing the ball around. You know, he's sitting in his little pimp suite, his champion suite, throwing the ball around.
And he tells Thor, "Stop kicking things.
Kicking
Don't
things."
kick that."
And Thor
I'm falling
takes the
out
ball.
with Thor.
Yeah.
Falling out with Thor, and they have that argument in the room.
Yes.
And he nearly decapitates him by throwing that thing at the wall.
Right.
Yeah. You get to see Hulk's ass in the movie.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
Yes, of course, I forgot about that. Yes.
That was hilarious. Hulk gets out of the hot tub and Thor's just like, oh God, he's naked. He's very naked. Okay, I can't unsee that. Now that's in my brain.
I think we got so much Hulk in this movie. I think he was almost an equal co-star with Thor. But it was also good as well, I think, when we got Mark Ruffalo, when he changed back into Bruce Banner.
Yes.
Because he was great. He had great chemistry with Chris Hemsworth. They were very funny.
I agree.
They were, and Mark Ruffalo, because he's been trapped inside of Hulk for the past 2 years, and when he finally comes out and becomes Bruce Banner again, he's like very confused, but he's funny.
Yeah.
That one scene, I mean, one of the funniest scenes in the entire movie, and I think you know where I'm going with this, is when he's in the ship. He's in the Grandmaster's pimp ship, and he's talking to Valkyrie, and Valkyrie's like, they don't quite recognize each other. He's like, I think I know you. I think I know you too. And then at the end of the film, he's like, all right, you know me. And you think he's gonna Hulk out, and he jumps out of the plane. And instead of the Hulk landing on the Rainbow Bridge, it's just Mark Ruffalo. Just eats it.
Knocked unconscious.
You kind of knew it was coming, but the way they delivered it was just so funny. And the dog just sniffs him and keeps on walking.
That was hilarious.
Non-stop amazing jokes.
There was so many good stuff in this movie. I mean, In the review I did on my channel, the only negatives I pointed out this movie are, in a sense, while we all enjoyed the humour in this movie, because it was very, very funny, my only concern is now we're going to move into the Infinity Wars and it's going to get a bit darker and a bit more dangerous. My only criticism of the end of this movie is when the big battle was happening, I didn't really feel anybody was a threat because they've been tickling our funny bone throughout the whole movie. I was in such a good mood, I wasn't concerned about it, and that was my only criticism of the movie. And it's only a minor criticism, but I'm a little bit worried with Infinity War coming up. They've given us 3 movies, all of them brilliant this year, but all of them really quite funny too. So that's my only concern for Infinity Wars. How are they going to continue that? Because it's going to become a bit darker, I think, isn't it, in Infinity War?
Yeah, that's true. Well, they do have Black Panther that comes out in between this, so maybe Black Panther offers a little bit of a somber head check to everybody. Okay, look, let's get serious now.
Yes.
Let's bring it down a notch and get ready for Thanos coming out. Speaking of Thanos, I mean, post-credit sequence number 1, when Loki and Thor are standing there and they're looking out the window and they're like, okay, I think everything's gonna be good now.
We're going to Earth.
We're going to Earth. I think everything's gonna be fine. And then you see Thanos' ship just drop right in front of him. And that was it.
And you just know that Loki, when he walked past that cosmic cube, you just know he picked that up.
Exactly.
Absolutely. And that's probably why Thanos is there. He's gone straight to it like a homing beacon, hasn't he? I suspect that's where that's going.
Yep.
Absolutely.
100%.
I can't wait for it. Thanos, like, let's start speculating. Speculation time of Chuckload of Comics. So Thanos is going to come down. He's going to blow up the ship. Loki's going to make a deal with him and say, hey, I got one of the many stones you probably want. And so he's going to make a deal with Thanos.
Because, you know, Loki always goes back and forth like that. So I think we're going to see Loki and Thanos partnered up in Infinity War.
Yep. He's going to play the part of Namor, who was kind of the good guy, bad guy in the comics, you know?
Good point. That's our theory.
Well.
Yeah, I think you'll be right. It could be as well. I mean, as much as we love Loki, I do think he's an expendable character.
Yeah.
So you never know, he might even sacrifice himself for the good of the fight, just to finally push himself into the light. I mean, to be fair, I'm not sure that's really going to happen because it's Loki at the end of the day, but I think that would be a nice way to end his character, because I think we are going to get some deaths in the Infinity Wars and we don't really know who. And I suspect Loki is expendable.
Yep.
Yeah, I see Loki kind of having the hero's death. He's going to try to redeem himself at the end. Because they had that wonderful conversation with Thor and Loki in the elevator towards the end of the movie, and Thor's explaining to Loki,
he always loved him.
Look, we went different paths a long time ago, but growing up, I envied you. I wanted to be you. This is Thor talking to Loki. And you could see in Loki's head, he's like, you know, God, I am an asshole, and I'm kind of tired of playing the asshole role. So I think they'll give him the hero's death at the end.
Yeah. But before that, I think he's gonna...
He's gonna screw him over, but at the end he's gonna probably die.
Absolutely, there's gonna be one final screw over in there, and it's definitely gonna be the cosmic cube, and I think he will realise what he's done and then maybe finally redeem himself.
Yeah.
I hope
so too.
Well, Aaron, this has been awesome. People, if you haven't seen Thor Ragnarok, obviously go see Thor Ragnarok. I want to talk for just a quick second about Screen Stars.
Yes.
How's it going over there at Screen Stars?
Fantastic. I'm absolutely loving it. I've just looked at my subscribers today and I'm up to 236 now. I've just gone over the 100,000 views mark. So I'm really, really pleased with how it's going. I'm really happy. I've started doing reviews for another channel called Geek Legion of Doom, so check that out. It's like a horror review channel, and they've got 8,500 subscribers, so it's a good way of promoting my channel on there as well by doing reviews for them.
What was the name of that channel again?
I couldn't be more pleased really with how it's going. I'm really enjoying it.
Awesome.
That's amazing.
So what was the name of that channel again you are partnering with?
Geek Legion of Doom.
Oh, that sounds great.
It is. It's a great channel for geeks. But they do a lot of horror reviews and things like that, and it's a really cool channel. And he's been subscribed to me for a while, and he asked me if I would be interested in doing some reviews for him. And absolutely, yeah, it's a good way of getting my name out there, the show's name out there. So yeah, I absolutely love it. I love movies, and to be able to turn your passion and your hobby into doing this, you know, there's nothing better, really, is there?
That's awesome.
No, we agree 100%. We love Screen Stars, so keep it up.
Oh, thank you, guys.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Keep up.
I love your show too as well. I watch it every Sunday when it's on. I really enjoy it.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. But yeah, keep up the good work. Screen Stars, guys. We're going to put a link down at the bottom of Screen Stars. You got to check them out. Hit the subscribe button on Screen Stars because Aaron does more videos than you can imagine. This guy's churning out a review of either a movie or a TV show or a video game almost every day.
And they're spot on reviews, people.
They're not all sugar coated. This guy's not like us. He just doesn't like everything.
I try not to be mean on the reviews, but sometimes if you watch a real crappy movie, it puts you in a bad mood, doesn't it? You know.
Absolutely.
We'll do a review of The Room, maybe. We'll have you back on and we'll review The Room for you. Have you watched The Room yet?
I haven't seen The Room yet. It's one that I've wanted to watch, but I'm not sure if it's one I'll enjoy, to be honest. But I would like to watch it.
You probably won't enjoy it because it's not a good movie.
Really bad movie, but knowing that going into watching it, it makes it hilarious.
Yeah. I won't knowingly watch a movie like everybody was watching the Emoji Movie and putting reviews up because it was rubbish. Whereas I can't knowingly sit through a bad movie, so I try and avoid them if I can.
Good.
Yeah.
Us too. We did not see the Emoji Movie, even though it starred Patrick Stewart.
No.
So we're gonna wrap this up. I guess my last question is, since you're joining us from the UK and you're 5 hours in the future, anything happen in the next 5 hours that I need to be worried about on a global scale? Because it's noon and you're already at 5 o'clock.
Not that I'm aware of. I don't think Donald Trump's done anything he shouldn't have done in the last 5 hours.
Good. Bombs aren't falling out of the sky just yet. So we got at least 5 more hours to live. So that's good. Well, Aaron, man, thanks. This was a lot of fun. We're going to have you right back here, maybe for Justice League, maybe for Star Wars Last Jedi. Let's totally do this again.
That would be amazing, yeah. I can't wait for the movies.
All right, yeah, me too. So thanks, guys, for watching. If you've never watched Chuckload of Comics before, really appreciate you checking it out. Click the subscribe button if you feel like it, or just thanks for watching. Really appreciate it.
And see Aaron again on Screen Stars.
And check out Screen Stars on YouTube. Awesome show. We're going to wrap this up, guys, so we'll be here next Sunday. Thanks a lot for watching. This is Chuckload of Comics. Hey guys, thanks for watching. We got a lot of other good shows on the YouTube channel, so check them out. We got like that one and that one. Lots of good stuff. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button for more episodes every single week. See you later.